Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
We're back with another episode of The West Wing for you.
Yeah, episode 11, because episode 10 didn't emotionally crush me or anything while we were watching
What
it.
a bummer Christmas episode it was.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. But yeah, it was man, there were some gut punches through that one, weren't there?
Yeah, we actually we finished Afterlife on here, and I feel like that show got us kind of emotional.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as emotional this show
No.
gets us. Every episode, we have like tears are coming almost.
Yeah, that was as good an episode of television as I've ever seen in anything.
We're hooked.
Yeah, it was,
We're
oh,
hooked.
man. Really, really fell in love with the character of Mrs. Landingham in the last
That
episode.
got me, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's such a sweet lady.
Oh, yeah, she is. She is. I'm really glad to see her on this show.
Also, the show kind of does have the characters are a lot more complex. Obviously, Josh and Sam had some questionable.
They
last episode.
had a rough episode last time. It was all in defense of Leo. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
it was. They're really trying to protect a guy they love, which you get, but at
The
the same time,
camaraderie of the characters is something
completely. And I like the fact that we keep getting different shining moments of moral correctness, I guess.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
certainty out of different like the episode before the Mendoza episode.
Yeah.
Sam and Josh really rose to the occasion on no, we're going to do the right thing here, and we're not going to do the easy thing. And in the last episode, it was Toby who stepped forward and said, I'm going to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
And it's going to get me in trouble with the president, and I don't care.
Yeah, the decency is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, apparently, and I didn't know this, we saw in the comments, Richard Schiff won an Emmy.
Really?
Based largely off that last
The Christmas
episode.
episode.
Yeah, which totally makes sense.
Very deserved.
He
Yeah,
absolutely
Richard
killed
Schiff
that episode. Yeah, has there ever? I mean, I know you can make arguments for shows like The Office, which we've watched, or The Sopranos, which I haven't. As far as the quality of the cast, but man, this is a tough cast to beat. As far as what a powerhouse cast for a television show.
I think Gandolfini and The Sopranos is probably the only thing you can really compare it to. Even like the supporting cast of Sopranos, I guess. But I mean, like you see why these two shows dominated for so long.
They did, yeah. For the first half of first couple years of the 21st century, these two shows were it, man. These were the two it dramas, kind of the pioneers of the serialized television show.
Really, truly.
And man, do they deserve the titles?
Oh yeah.
I've not seen The Sopranos, but I'm not culturally oblivious to the power The Sopranos has had. Right, yeah.
Anyways, before we get going, guys, make sure you hit the like button, leave us a comment, and please subscribe.
Please
guys.
subscribe. We're growing on subscribers, but that's our one holdback still is from expansion is really subscribers. So for those of you who are, thank you. Seriously, we really, really appreciate
the heck out of you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the people who are regular commenters aren't subscribed. It was like, you talk to us every week and you still haven't subscribed yet? Come on, man.
Just hit that button.
Hit that button.
That way you get put your comments in right away.
That's right. And we won't bother you in any way for doing it.
No spam.
There's no downside to subscribing, I promise.
And if you want to check out the full episode, head on over to Patreon. The full episode is there. You can watch along with us on HBO Max. That's where we're watching. If you have the DVDs, even better. Whatever you guys want to stream it on, that's totally cool.
You just have to sync with us. We are watching Succession.
Yes,
another HBO. Well, property because not really the West Wing isn't, but it's on HBO.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But we're watching Succession as a Patreon exclusive. So if you want to watch that, we've got that over there as well. Our Patreon is linked in the description below. So thank you.
You'll like it.
Doesn't sound like I'll like it.
Caddying?
Yeah.
It's great.
Like your golf clubs around?
Mr. Lyman, you're being served with a subpoena to
Yeah.
give deposition.
Why do you let him in the building?
Sir, if you just sign, it's proof
Give me this thing. This is like the 43rd time.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Drop dead. I'm a professional hostile witness.
I love her so
The
much.
president just left with Leo.
Where'd they go?
Situation room.
Oh no.
That can't be good.
Mr. President,
Oh,
25 minutes
glad that he's
ago,
back.
the Indian Army launched an invasion along the Kashmir ceasefire line. Approximately 300,000 troops. sir.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're not.
that's not small.
They're not going to say hi. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
In the last 25 minutes, I'm trying to avoid making eye contact with the CIA director.
Yeah.
300,000 troops?
We dropped the ball, sir.
A little
Pick
bit.
it up again.
Yeah.
Would you please?
The after shot.
Exercise?
That's pretty cool,
A
isn't
threat
it?
gesture?
Possibly.
Is that based off anything that actually happened?
I don't know. I mean, there's always conflict. I mean, it's a
Sure.
high conflict region, but I don't know.
With India specifically,
Right.
You don't really think India is a nuclear power.
They are, yeah. India's one of the half a dozen
It's-
nuclear superpowers.
Is that
Yeah,
the biggest country on Earth, India?
yeah. It's population.
Yeah,
absolutely.
population-wise, yeah.
All this happened without the CIA knowing about it?
Yeah.
I've already had words. Toby, the UN Security Council is meeting in an emergency session.
I know that any war between these two countries that begins with conventional weapons isn't going to end that way.
I'm gonna take care of briefing the Hill.
Yeah.
I tell the room there's a full lid?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send him home.
No, I meant 'cause it'd be cool to go out or something.
Yeah. I'm sorry, with me?
Yeah, Charlie.
And after Lillian Field accused us all of being on drugs.
Well, not all of us, Josh. Just one of three.
Right.
Claypool suing you for the paperwork.
I'm a lawyer. I am a lawyer.
Seriously, should bring a real lawyer.
Thanks for the pep talk. That's what.
I'm thinking of taking on a new client, and I think it might be a problem for Josh and Toby, and I was hoping that maybe you could help
Is it
smooth
Lillian
the way.
Field?
You're right. Yeah.
You serious?
Yes.
Mike Brace is a Republican.
You think I don't know that?
You think Josh and Toby might have a problem with that? To get me to help you convince Josh and Toby to let
Doesn't she
you
work for the DNC?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just my lucky day.
I would just tell her no. It's not going to happen, though. Is Josh going to have to be the one to talk her down again?
It's looking that way.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes through, you know.
I've got a source at the Pentagon who says in the last few hours there's been massive troop movement on the Kashmir border.
In the last few hours?
Yeah.
100,000
Shut it
troops.
down.
Yeah.
I think someone's having a little fun with you, Bruce.
Oh, she's going to
I
sound
was
so
just in
stupid in the
Oval Office 10
morning.
minutes ago.
Yeah, look at Toby. Toby's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, they screwed her there.
They sure did.
India sent troops into the neutral zone in Kashmir. The UN Security Council is going to try to negotiate a ceasefire.
You told me the lid was on?
You don't have to expect that sometimes.
I got the question, Leo. A guy had a Pentagon source. I denied it. I called it ridiculous.
We know.
Is it 300,000 troops?
Yeah.
Yeah, she handled that professionally.
Yeah, but she's pissed, and I would be too.
Oh, yeah. Big time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because people...
It's her credibility that's
yeah.
in question.
People are going to look at you like you're the problem. It's like, I just did what I was told.
Average lifespan is 57.7 years.
Who cares?
The average rainfall.
What the hell kind of briefing is this?
Toby,
Wikipedia.
we could just have another. The Encyclopedia Britannica.
CJ, we're getting someone from state. She wants to work for Mike Brace.
She's thinking about
Good
it.
afternoon, Toby. Sam.
She just asked me to take your temperature.
And please don't do that.
India has 2 intermediate-range ballistic missiles. At various times, both countries have displayed an incoherent decision-making system. You cannot predict what will happen in a crisis.
Bring in Dr. Strangelove and we're all
Yep,
set.
I was just thinking that.
Thanks, Jim.
Sure. Lord John Marbury,
Name of the
former
episode.
ambassador to New Delhi from the court of St. James.
Where do we find him?
A psychiatric institution.
He's colorful, Leo.
Well, at this point, what do you got to lose, Leo?
Yeah.
Well,
we're talking nuclear war here.
Yeah.
Bring in the crazy guy.
Yeah.
If he's an expert in the region.
I think you have to be a little crazy to be an expert.
Right.
In nuclear war.
I was just starting to get credible.
Yeah,
I was
that was
just
my concern
starting to
with
get
it,
that
too.
respect. You know how long it's going to take me to get it back?
There is a concern that you're too friendly with the press.
Really?
Of
You
trying...
sent me in there uninformed so that I'd lie to the press.
We sent you in there uninformed because we thought there was a chance you couldn't.
I would think I'd be more mad after this conversation.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset. She's a team player for sure.
They just question her professionalism or judgment.
Yeah.
I was wondering how you would feel about my going out on a date with Zoe.
Oh my God.
She talked to me before, and she mentioned that if I had a free night,
My daughter asked you out?
Oh, it's
James Hong.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Thank you for seeing us so late.
What a
on
great
such
voice.
short
Love
notice.
him.
However, I've been instructed by Beijing to inform you that under no circumstances will China allow India's aggression against Kashmir.
It's a big one. India against China would be like half the world's population.
Yeah.
At least a third of it, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
He understands he's a Republican, right?
Yeah, she's a pretty bright girl.
Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
No way. Yeah, that's...
Zoe just walked right up to him and asked him out.
She's a very outgoing girl.
See, but a dungeon would have put an end to that.
We learn these lessons the hard way. You got a racial problem?
That's a fair question.
It's okay to admit it.
I don't. So Tracy, at the end of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Just saying.
Oh, man.
She's black and she's a girl. Tracy was good in that movie.
Yeah.
He was. It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
I think Poitier is the one to really
Thank
carry
you.
that movie,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambassador.
Is Leo McGarry an alcoholic?
How do you
I'll
answer
answer
that? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Leo McGarry spent 28 days in an alcohol...
Isn't it illegal for them to have that?
...facility called
I don't know. I mean, who's conducting this
Here's
investigation?
a piece of paper obtained illegally.
That's my problem.
We're going to postpone this deposition.
Yeah.
I'm not nearly finished. And the notion of you standing up for a man so egregiously unqualified. Josh!
Borderline assault.
Yeah, but he's even a cheap hack like that's not going to push that.
No.
You're a cheap hack.
There you go!
Nailed it! Bust you like a pinata.
Bust you like a pinata.
He is a cheap hack. He obviously
hack.
is. This is all for political posturing and not for anything important.
The fact that you have to answer that question in the first place, like, on what basis is this investigation conducted?
Bring in Lord Jonathan.
I want to see this guy.
Yeah.
Marbury.
Bring in the crazy guy.
Yeah.
I hope it's someone like Jack Nicholson.
That would be awesome if it's Nicholson.
John.
Okay.
Mr. President.
Need your take on the situation, John.
What is your take on the situation?
The world is coming apart at the seams.
Either I'm a trusted member of the communication staff or I'm not, Toby. What was your argument?
It was my argument a little while ago when I was arguing in my head.
I like how he's doing this.
Well?
What?
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
God.
Talk about the worst possible time.
Yeah,
well.
it's another bad day at the White House.
On the brink of war, and
yeah.
Question the chief of staff's integrity. That's, I think as most people...
It's not even just integrity, his fitness to hold his job. Yeah. But thank God there's the Mandy thing to worry about.
It's called it all episode,
Did you talk to him?
What? You're a political consultant. Your job isn't to end the fight. It's to win it. Now, you can work for us or you can work for them, but you can't do both.
Yeah.
You are woefully ignorant of the powerful historical agents in Asia. Your intelligence gathering is weak.
Oh, we found that out on 9/11.
Sure, India and Pakistan have fought 3 wars in the half century since. It is about religion.
Yeah.
And I can assure you, they do not share our fear of the bomb.
You ready for this?
So, shake his hand, give him a hug, tell him to get ready.
Yes.
Yeah. You're about to get dragged through the mud hard.
Then we're here for whatever you need.
I almost think you have to, hold a press conference and admit everything and just take the thunder out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just be defensive.
No.
My hesitation about your going out with Zoe before, it's not because you're black.
I didn't think it was.
I mean, really.
I thought it was because I'm a guy.
It is. Still, I want you to go out with her if that's what you both want to do.
I'd like to.
He's 19 years old, and the 82nd Airborne works for me. Also this. Revelations. It's about a horse, and death was riding on it, maybe.
Yeah, we've all heard that one from Tombstone.
Should I go check it out?
He believes there'll be a ceasefire resolution within a few hours.
That's what I'd heard. But all they got was 2 weeks.
Since the Protestant-Catholic Wars in the 16th century, has Western society known anything remotely comparable to the subcontinent's religious malevolence? I mean, do I think we can stop a war in the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yes. Shall require a light.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let him do it. Yeah. Yeah, in the face of nuclear war with the cigarette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great episode.
Man.
Holy hell, good episode.
That was so good. What a cliffhanger, huh? We don't end on cliffhangers much on this show. We have to wait a week. Yeah.
I'm glad that he's sticking around because I loved Lord Marbury.
Lord Jonathan Marbury.
That's great. It is. We mentioned this. It was very eerie how close to 9/11 this is, and it's also still pretty relevant. I mean,
we just talked about the religious fervor isn't mass psychosis. It's really ingrained in the culture.
It's like every major war is in part
so much of it.
Religion does play a part in that.
A lot of it,
and to this day, even it's kind of crazy to think that we're
that was eerily prescient. I also kind of really dug the fact that the really focused on how unprepared the American intelligence gathering was, because that was one of the things when 9/11 happened. Everyone was like, "Who did it?" We're all everyone was looking around for what was going on and who was responsible, and there wasn't an immediate answer. The Osama bin Laden answer came later, and then there was the whole invasion of Iraq, which had nothing to do with it, but we did it anyway. It was a horrible thing that happened that we made a much bigger mess by not thinking through an actual response.
I think part of it is lack of response. They're like, we have to do something.
Yeah, there was a lot of we have to do something big, right?
Yeah.
Welcoming us with flowers and confetti and all this crap. That was
get the U.S. morale up. These are very complicated topics to talk about.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I want to see how this resolves itself. I mean, resolving a war within 2
Right.
weeks. I mean, we'll see if that happens.
Well, I mean, we get a lot of people even now with what's going on in the Ukraine with Russia who are saying, "Why is America involved?" They'll all say, "Yeah, but it's not our war." That's true, but we're also the biggest kid on the block with the biggest military. We are the ones that have to sometimes say, "Look, this has to happen." And I'm not saying we're doing the same kind of work they were doing this episode as we're obviously doing with Ukraine, but at some point you can't just say, "I know we're the most powerful military in the world, but we're just going to like let this ride."
Yeah, we're supposed to lead by example.
Yeah, let this instability in the world happen, and whatever horrors come with it. You kind of have to.
We're supposed to lead. You have to. When you have that much power, you're supposed to lead.
Yeah.
Obviously, things are much more complicated nowadays.
Sure.
So.
And this show set up a lot of things going forward, right? We've got the Leo thing that's like, this is coming. We've got this war, like, this is coming. Even John...
Two wars, if you think about it.
Right.
Leo,
And then you got Charlie and Zoe, which is even another thing. Is like, we're starting this thing up. We're kicking off some major changes in terms of the storyline. Yeah,
is she gonna stay? Is she gonna leave? I mean, like, I think everyone's.
I think she's gonna stay. I think Sam put her in her proper place with that whole idea.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Right, and the thing is like, I mean, obviously Mandy was doing something that was kind of self-interested there, and that's okay. Everyone does. I'm not blaming her for that, but she also knew the crisis that everyone was in. Like, this war thing was front and center.
Yeah.
So it's not like her really putting Sam into this position of do all my lifting for me because I don't wanna. Is like, dude, we have bigger issues going on right now than, your job future in the private sector.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because this is, I mean, she's not going to be at the White House forever, obviously.
Right.
It comes and goes, but like, you're still in the first term.
Yeah.
And this is probably the biggest thing that he has faced.
The biggest threat. Yeah,
for sure.
And he was even more concerned with the Leo thing than he was with the war. It's like, we've got bigger fish to fry than whether or not you can add a client.
Yeah.
So leave me alone right now.
I don't know if it was just like a throwaway shot, but in the beginning, when they showed the split diopter of the CIA director and the president, usually when they do that, it's to indicate, like, look at this over here, but also look at this.
Right.
I wonder if that's going to come back into play, the CIA director.
It was an interesting shot for sure. The CIA director is going to become a pain later on down the road or something.
Yeah. Keep the camera looking around both of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means he's going to be replaced, or like he's going to have some kind of resolution, or
right. It was weird because I can't think of another time they've done that on the show. They've used that shot.
And to get a little film nerd on you guys, It's like usually when you see stuff like that is to like direct your eyeballs to something because they want you to see something.
Right.
They want you to show that this is going to come back or this is what this is. So
yeah, this could be this could be like the first salvo in a kind of a conflict between the CIA and the president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way they kind of set that up.
I love the war room. I love seeing John Amos in there. You know what I mean?
John Amos is so good. Yeah.
But this was very Dr. Strangelove kind of fail-safe.
Absolutely. I'm glad they mentioned it.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys. Well, thanks for watching with us. We'll be back next week with episode 12.
See you guys.